Hello everybody, you're here with Claro Beauty with your host Claudia Lara. Thank you very much for tuning in. So today is going to be a video about suggestions or sharing what I got for the Sephora sale coming up, Spring 2022. Now, Sephora is the queen of makeup. So they have so much that I could recommend you in the sense that I like the products, I have the products, and it's such a wide variety, right? So I can't do that. I mean, we'll be here for hours. And so I am gonna recommend probably 2 of each category, more or less. And it has to do with what I am currently pulling out quite a bit. And some of them have been across time. So there's been years or repurchases. So if you're interested in that, please keep on watching. Now, the first is, if you want to see what's on my face, I'll link the video down below, and it will be some of the products that I will be recommending today. So I wanted to go immediately to the foundations because I have 2 different foundations, one of each side. And so you can check them out and you'll find out in a little bit what I have on each side. So I want to start today with a little bit things for skin. It's not much. I'm not very good at skincare, which now that I've been trying so much makeup, I want to get a little more into skincare. But I'll show you some of the things that I do wear, I do use, and they've been great for me. I have dry skin, so most of the stuff that I look for is moisture, and more moisture. Most of the things that are wrinkle-free, refirming, things of that nature, usually they dry my skin, they kind of tag in my skin, they burn my skin. So I have very sensitive skin. So most of the stuff I look for has to do with moisture. So if you have oily skin, I don't know what you're gonna feel about them. So let's begin because we have a lot of things to talk about. So for skin, there's one thing that I do use when I am very tired, my skin is tired. They actually recommend it when you travel after an airplane trip or things like that. And this is the Summer Fridays. It's kind of a mask. Summer, you can see, is well loved. I actually have put some of it in another little pot to travel with. It's easier than, I don't like with this sort of thing. But in any case, you can see that it's well loved. I actually used it last night. It's called Jet Lag Mask, Summer Fridays. Now, I don't know exactly how much it does for your skin, but I will say that when, just like they say, when I'm tired, when my skin just feels very dry, I apply it at night. And when you apply it, it's almost, I mean, I wouldn't say Vaseline-like, that's terrible, it sounds horrible, it's not like that, but it does feel very creamy. So to me, I feel like I apply it and it's like, oh yes, it feels good. And then it leaves a little layer on it. So the skin doesn't completely absorb it. I heard sometimes that is better. But I like that extra layer that stays in my skin. I feel it's protecting me, it's cozying me up, and it's just allowing my skin to rest from everything in the environment, even air. So I really enjoy it. Now, it's not something I use every day. It's not something that I'm looking for, but there's those times when I really want that rest and just coziness for my skin. I do pull it out. And here I am, I'm spending so much time in each product, I can't do that. All right, so let's move along. Another thing that I know, and this one, I know people with oily and normal skin that really like it. It's not, I don't see like it's doing a lot for myself, but I have had it for a while, I have repurchased it, but I do have cousins and friends that swear by it. They really like how their makeup is applied. And this is the Shiseido Benefits Wrinkle Resistant Eye Cream. And you see that I wear it. So this one, it sort of gives this illuminating effect and it soothes. And so I am wearing it today. So I guess that's why they love it. Why I don't see such a impacting, that's why I don't say I must have, but I do pull it out, especially when I feel I need a little something, you know, my eyes look a little dry and things like that, or tired. And so I do recommend it. Okay, moving along. I'm gonna put them over here because if not, I can't find anything later on. One that was a discovery, they sent me a sample, I tried and I loved it, is this Bobbi Brown Illuminating Moisture Balm. I've talked about this before. I use it before putting my foundation, or you can use it on top if you want, just a little bit here and there. I usually use it under. And I really like it. I used to use the Laura Mercier Illuminating Primer, and I also just around these areas, I also enjoy that. I mean, I bought it for many years, but I think this replaced it. So I really enjoy what it does to my skin, and it's very natural. It's just barely there, but it does brighten me up, lift me up, and it really helps. So I really been enjoying this product. And then this is new to my collection. I don't know what the ingredients are in it. I wouldn't say it's supposed to be clean beauty, but I love it under certain foundations. I'm not a very big face oil sort of girl, but I really enjoy this. I'm glad I have it, and it works for certain foundations amazingly. I mean, it really makes a big difference of how your skin look, how it lasts. However, I might be a little sensitive to it, so I don't think I will be using it every day, but on those special occasions where I want that extra layer, or, you know, I wouldn't say shine, but that glow or that fine texture of my skin is lovely. Now, I don't have big pores, so I don't know how it will perform with texturizing or helping with the large pores, but I have a feeling that that's where it mostly helps. So I do recommend this face oil. And I have videos applying it on one side, not the other side, with different foundations. So you can really search through my videos and just put the brand and the face oil, you know, Gwen Stephani. So there you have it. Now let's move along with, should I start with foundations? Well, let me just mention, of course, you see a lot of YouTubers mention what? The Dyson hair dryer. Yes, I have one too. I have this purplish pink one. Now, the reason I laugh is because obviously buying it under a Sephora sale is a must, because it's a very expensive item. I mean, I think it was almost $400 or something around that expensive. Now, I hear a lot of people, YouTubers, talk about it, and it's obviously been for sale in several venues, not just Sephora, for years. So it's a beloved item. Now, it took me many years to actually purchase it. I was like, it's a hair dryer. I mean, how much change or how much more it would do for your hair? And I used to have very long hair, so I mean, maybe speed, the amount of time you take to dry your hair, I mean, maybe that was the worthwhile. But I had a very good hair dryer. It was not inexpensive either, but it was not $400. I mean, it probably was over $100, but that was, you know, as much as I thought that was like a super duper hair dryer. So the way it got me to actually, plug the plug or pull the plug on this one, I was in Mexico and I was supposed to be there for 2 weeks, and then it ended up being for a month, and then it ended up being a little longer. So that's when it was a fall sale. I don't remember, it was not last year, maybe the previous year, something like that. So I thought I saw it coming up in this color, and I thought, oh my God, I love that color. I have to have that color. Maybe this is the time to buy the hairdryer, because it comes in silver, it comes in black. I mean, it's different colors. So I thought, I'll order it, I'll try it out, and if I don't like it, I'll return it. And easy, right? And it ended up, I stayed in Mexico for over 5 months, so 4 months after that. So when I got here, it was already like January, it was not the fall anymore. And of course I had ordered many things, so it felt like Christmas. That was a good feeling. But you know, now it's been 4 months. It's not like I could just open things and return if I need to. I don't know the rules on returning things, but in anyhow, I opened it up. And when I first used it, oh, and I have to not make this long story a long story, but when I started using it, I thought, what did I do? And I still had long hair. And I'm like, I miss my old one, and this is not big deal and not big difference. And what is this fuss? And it's crazy, and you have to work it a little differently. I know, it's so minute. I mean, it's a hair dryer. It has the heat, the cold. I mean, how much do you need to get used to a hair dryer, right? It is lighter, it is less noisier, you know, whatever. But I was used to the other one. And so, but it had been 4 months, so I just thought I'm stuck with it, or I'm gonna better start using it, right? And now I'm like, I couldn't go back to my old one. I mean, of course I could if I needed to, but what I'm saying is now I see the full difference, and especially now that I cut my hair, you know, I blow dry like this in 2 seconds, like this in 2 seconds. It shapes your hair in a certain way. You know, it dries a lot faster. It's not noisy. It's a lot lighter. I mean, I can't tell you how. I mean, it's one of those things that if you eat burger every day, you don't know what you're missing in a big steak. I heard this saying somewhere. But once you taste the steak, you're like, oh no, why was I eating burgers, right? I think it's one of those things. So all I have to say is I do recommend it. And, you know, girls, if you're my age, sometimes we just want the luxury that we deserve. At this point, I mean, what are we going to do? This is it, right? This is as good as it gets. At least that's what I tell myself and when I purchase all of these items. As good as it gets. All right, so let's move it along. So I recommend that. Now, let's get to makeup. What do I have in my face? Oh, because I can also say the shampoo I've been trying for the last year, Libre. I don't know if you heard of that brand. Oh, I should have brought it in. But I'll tell you, I've been trying the one that is about shine, bring shine to your hair, and I don't remember the name, but I'll list it down below. But I tried before the original formula. The one that is just their original formula is not the one for shine and things like that. And I thought it gave me a lot of shine. I actually prefer it. So once I'm done with these bottles, I probably will go to the original one. So I'll list them both down, but I really have enjoyed the shampoo and conditioner. And I think if you have very thin hair and you need volume, I think you will love this shampoo. I don't necessarily have to have volume, but so it's okay, but I do like the cleanliness and how my hair is, and so I do recommend it. It's an expensive, very expensive shampoo and conditioner. So these are both honorable mentions. I mean, it's silly that I will recommend something so expensive for you all, but I have bought it and I have enjoyed it. And of course, I'm just mentioning it, right? Last thing about skin, and you have heard me this about skincare. I mentioned it before, even from my grandmother. She used to use this, which is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. I don't know what it does exactly, but my grandmother used it and swore by it. And I've been on and off of it, but I do like when I'm on it. So I do recommend it. And the beauty of this is you can put it in addition to whatever you do in your night regime. Sometimes this is all I use. You know, I wash my face, I might use a toner and then this. Sometimes I put a little bit of serum and then this. And sometimes I put a night cream and then this. So this is sort of you know, I was going to say a joker in the cards, you know, the one comodín, the one that you can, but it does repair. It does feel good. It does. I do wake up feeling like it did something. Maybe like clear, you know, my coloring, you know, make it more smooth or make it more, I don't know. It does something. So here it is. I don't want to keep going on and on and on. All right, so let's get to foundations, makeup. So I did this full look. You can look at the video like I said before, because it's most of the items I will be recommending. So there you have it. You can see it in application form. So let's go with foundations. I definitely, if you've seen my foundation episode, I definitely keep recommending the Dior Backstage foundation. I think is a lovely, performs. And so using the primer and the foundation, it just works. And it's not that expensive and it's good quality. Now, if you want to go a little bit more expensive, then I have here, well, no, the Givenchy Prisma Libre Skin Care and Glow. This is a new one. This is not that expensive. It's probably close to the Dior Backstage. So this is what I'm wearing on this side of my face. And then the La Mer, which is one of my favorites and it's a favorite throughout. But this is a lot more expensive. I think almost double the size. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but this is a lot more expensive than this. And this is what I'm wearing on this side of my face. And this is what I'm wearing on this side of my face. This gives a little more glowy now that I have wear it for a couple of, it's not a couple of minutes. It's gonna be over an hour, maybe 2. And so, La Mer and Givenchy, 2 very well loved and recommended. Okay, so bronzer, what I am wearing is the Dior Backstage, and I definitely recommend this one. All right, so I really recommend this because it has 4 shades. They're matte, so it all depends on your skin color. So you can really mix and match, and this is lighter and then stronger, and so it really works. Right now I'm using this too, and I kind of contour a little bit, so this is very, very useful. I also recommend the number 2 of their blush highlights. They're also, I have them right here. Let's see if I can pull it out real quick. So there's 2, and there's the one, it's a little more pinkish, and then there's this one. I recommend this one. I recommend both, but this one is very useful as well. Has a little more illuminating and highlighting. All right, so I recommend that as a bronzer. Let's move along to blush. The second, you know, I want to recommend 2 of each, although I'm recommending a little more, but I really enjoy the Westman Atelier bronzer. Now, I was very hesitant in ordering this because it looks very orange. It looked very orange in pictures as well. But it really applies very nice. It doesn't look orangey on my skin. It kind of absorbs. It's very beautiful. And if you get this, I really recommend for you to get the brush, Westman Atelier brush that goes with it, because it really makes a big difference on application and applies just perfect. I'm trying to see the name of it, which I can't, but I'll list it down below. She only has very few brushes, so this is the one she suggests for bronzer. And they really go well together. And it's very clean beauty. All right, so moving along. Sorry about this. So blushes. I've been really enjoying the Patmograph blushes. If for sort of a very finished look, they're matte. They don't have a lot of illuminating. So you can get them individually. They're a little more expensive individually, but you can also get these trios, which come with the highlight and then of course 2 blushes. The other blush I really want to recommend is one of bestseller, and I have enjoyed quite a bit, especially when you want a very natural look and you want to just uplift yourself, is the Dior Rose Montagne. And just to show you a little bit, so I am wearing right now the Nymphs of Patmograph. And let's see what applying a little bit of this, if it makes any difference. So, you see how it definitely uplifts a lot more. You see the illuminating, the color. Now, I'm not saying one is better than the other. All I'm saying is a very different purpose, look, you know, feel to it. So this is a little more ramp up because it has a little more of that illuminating, a little more color payout. But if I wasn't wearing a smoky eye or the red lips, this will really uplift me up. So I really recommend this. I mean, if it's between the two, I recommend this a lot more. But I wanted to give you a matte, and if you wanted a more finished look, I love the Patmograph Blushes. All right, so moving along, and I think my husband did a miracle with the dog. Okay, so since I am on this thing about blushes and being natural, if you're not wearing like a smoky eye and red lips, I've been loving the Merit blush and lipsticks. So they have a very variety of colors according to your skin, you know, coloring. The ones that I have is Fashion and Millennial. Fashion is a little stronger. Millennial is very soft. And then the blushes, I have Beverly Hills, which is a little more peachy, and Cheeky, which is a little more plummy. And there's a video on Merit. You can want to look it up how I apply this. I've been really enjoyed this brand, and it's very clean beauty. You barely feel it there. You don't necessarily have to take it off if you don't want. It lasts. So I really been loving this brand for sure. Now, honoring mention, you know how much I love Westman Atelier. You know that I own most of her line, and so it's also in Sephora, which I wish it was when I purchased all of it. She hadn't been in Sephora just yet, but 20% off of her items is amazing. Definitely the foundation stick, her blushes. If you choose one of the blushes, I already recommend her bronzer. So yeah, they're lit up. And she has a set, which I probably will be buying to offer as a giveaway, which has the 3 minis, kind of the contour, the blush, and the highlight. And I really recommend that. And it's a way to introduce the brand for you to try it out. It's nice. So, and with 20% off, you can't beat that. I wish I had that. All right, so moving along. Obviously what I am wearing is one Stephani. This is a brand new line. And I know not a lot of people is like raving about it, loving it. It has mixed reviews, but I really have enjoyed it. I enjoy it so much when I tried just one of each of her items that I went ahead and bought all of them. Very affordable line. And today I am wearing Danger Zone. You can see a video of how I apply it. It's a very smoky eye, maybe perhaps not with a red lipstick, but you know, why not? I just saw the Oscars on Sunday and there was a lot of red lipsticks. So right now I am wearing her matte formula of this brand as well. And it is not the Shine, which the Shine I really like. Actually, her Shine formula reminds me so much of the Chantecaille Ruby Lip Veil. This was a limited edition. And I did some swatches on them, and I think this one reminds me a lot. It's a little redder, but once it starts fading away, they both really resemble each other, I think. But today I'm wearing the matte formula. Look how beautiful. And she has a liquid, sort of long-lasting lipstick, The color on that is amazing. It's like this darker blood sort of lipstick. Oh, it's lovely. It's just I'm not very big on liquid lipsticks. I do own it. But for the color, for special occasions, I do recommend it. And on that note, the best red lipstick, and I think Nicole Kidman was wearing it on the Oscars. It is the Patmograph, the Epson, or what is it? Elson 3. This color is just amazing. You'll see I have videos on it as well. So all about red lipstick chicks. So really recommend those. What else do I have here for you? So mascaras. I really recommend the Benefit mascaras. I have used this and repurchased this, which is the Roller Lash, for years. But lately, I've been really enjoying the Better Than Sex mascara. It's a little more volume and fuller. Couldn't find it for today. So I use this more for everyday sort of thing. So for today's look, the bolder would have been a little better. But I couldn't find where I placed it. So Better Than Sex, very recommended. And I forgot I was gonna say something about mascaras, and now I can't think of it. Oh, all right. Oh, yes, the NARS, the new NARS Maximizing. Is it, yeah, I think I'll list it down below. That one was very, very enjoyable as well. I only got a sample, and now that I think about it, I hope I write it down and remember I want that mascara as well. So just FYI. Of course, Charlotte Tilbury. You know, Charlotte Tilbury, you can't, all her items are super duper. One that is a bestseller, what is it called? Film Star bronzer and highlight. This is very, very lovely. I know sometimes they come in and out of stock, but all her Orgasm, or she has the Hollywood Beauty Light Wand. She has the one that is kind of a contour, and it's very creamy. I really recommend this ones, you know, the bronzing and the blush. She has a pinkish one and a peachy one. I recommend them. Definitely, they blend like a dream. They're so easy to apply. All right, how are we going in time? I think we're doing good. So, eyeliners. So there's two that I will recommend for sure. So I have the Natasha Denona, the, what is this, Macrotech Eye Crayon. So I bought all three colors because I really like the formula. It's the same thing. I ordered one and then I liked it so much that I ordered all three. And the burgundy, the brown, and the black. Now, I do recommend all three, not only because I love her formula, they're so easy to smudge in, to fill, to apply, but also because the colors are amazing. They're very unique. The burgundy, very, very unique. The brown, very unique, medium of the range sort of brown. So not only for their texture and consistency, but I like the actual colors. If you've been with me, you know that I love Victoria Beckham, you know, eyeliners. They're different, they apply different, they look different, but the colors of these three are so wearable and usable for every day. Not that the Victoria Beckham are not, but they're a little more unique each on their own. So it's a different thing. I don't think Victoria Beckham is in Sephora, so why talk about those? But the Natasha Denona, I really recommend this three. Then we have obviously the Gwen Stephani. You know, I'll stop talking about this brand. I know it's not super well received, but I actually do enjoy the metallic blue and the black. She only has those two. I really like them. So we'll leave it at that for eyeliners. I am wearing her black eyeliner. And barely there. I didn't kind of swatch, I just kind of point and created this. So there you have it. Now, eyebrow. For the eyebrow, I am wearing the Gwen Stephani. and Rowan. So it's not fair because I don't think Rowan is in Sephora any longer. But I will be ordering this. She has two eyeliners, very different, not eyeliners, eyebrow pencils. So one of it is very thin and you know, just sort of to do kind of hair simulations. And then there's this one that is a little softer, creamy, and just fills it up. I love this one. So I combine it with the Rowan, but I'm gonna be getting the other one of her brand, and I'll let you know how it works. But so far, has a great spoolie as well. So I am enjoying this. The new one, which probably a good time to buy it with the sale, is Westman Atelier. Now this one is a lot more expensive, but you know, if you think about it, if I'm gonna buy two of this, that would be like one of this. Now this is not the right color for me. I got the clay, and it's a little golden. You can see a little bit of the brown, or it's more for blonde hair. So I will be getting the next one. I'm gonna exchange this one if they allow me. And I really recommend this formula. It's very lovely. It's very kind of a wax. That's how I describe it, like a wax in one. So it's kind of like putting a pencil and a gel in one, and it really fills up. It makes you very thicker sort of eyebrows. So I really enjoy it. So I do recommend it. Okay, moving along. What am I missing? So I talked about mascara, eyeliner, highlighter. So I only have one here that it is obviously, oh, well, maybe this is where I should recommend Westman Atelier Lit Up. So you have the transparent one. I do use that quite a bit if you just want to illuminate. And then you have the Nectar, which is a bestseller. It has a little peach on it. And then, yeah, so those two. And then I'm gonna recommend the Hourglass. Now, I love this one. It's kind of a weird shape, but I love this color. So this is Champagne Flash. Love, love, love this highlighter. So for highlight, this is what I recommend. And also the Dior. The Dior highlighters are just amazing in a very natural sort of way. All right. Last, well, we have to go with a couple of brushes, and of course, this one is so lovely to buy on a sale, which is Les Meteorites from Guerlain. Ooh, if you don't know about these beautiful pearl things, you know, you need to know about them. And let me show you. I haven't applied any in my face today. So I do recommend it. They have different colors. I don't even remember this. These are so old, but they last forever. So this is the lightest one. It has all these pastel sort of colors. And I have to tell you, I have bought, like, I have the Givenchy. Is it the Givenchy? Yeah, I have like the Givenchy sort of also powders, sort of in the pastels. I don't enjoy this one at all. You know, when I apply it, I'm like, why even apply it? So don't recommend it. They do have the Guerlain now in a flat press sort of way. I hear that it's not as good as the actual balls. Of course, it's not very fun to travel with. But back on the day when I was in my 30s and 40s and I really used to make up to going out, I would travel with this one. So that's how much I love them, how much of a difference they make to me. So I'm telling you, having them, oh, I already made a mess, of course, why not? So I really recommend them. According to your skin color, choose the ones that will go with you. If you have more golden sort of appearance, you probably want to get the medium. If you're as light as me or you like that more brightening, whitening effect, I will get more of the pastels. All right, so with that, I will really, really, really recommend this brush, which is the Mer Brush. This is an expensive one, but it's so lovely. Look at the size. I don't think I have any other, and I have many other brushes in my collection that is like this one. So I do use this mainly for the meteorites, but if you had, you know, setting powder, finishing powder, all of those powders, this is a must, I think. It's so soft, it's so nice. It's just, so there it is. I put all the meteorites on it, and now let's apply it on this side of my face. And you really can put it everywhere. Boom. Don't tell me you don't see a difference. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, this is like the best secret. Applying this is a must. And when you're going out, it's a must. You know, with slim lights and for the camera. And so I don't use setting powder. I don't use finishing powder. This could be a finishing powder. I only use this. And I don't use this every day. I only use it when I'm going out or I really apply makeup to the fullest. But oh my God, look at that. Yes, run. Now, does it make a difference if you don't get the brush? No, I mean, you can apply this. I apply it with many. I'm looking for even a very inexpensive, here, okay. This is not the one I used to buy. There was a very inexpensive brush in Walgreens drugstore that is Echo. Maybe it was not Echo, that one. I don't know, but it was protected, it's closed, you know, something like this. I still have it in my purse. So what I like about these things is that when I go out, I take the brush. This is another one. I never liked this one really that much for this, but it's still protected. That's why I keep it. I use the other one. It's a little chunkier and shorter. So what I do is I really go at it, and then I don't apply it. I put it away and I stick it in my purse. Talking about the other one, but this was obviously, that's why I have it for those extra one. So then when I go out and if I'm sweating after dancing or if I need a little retouch or something like that, usually I would probably reapply a little bit of blush. You saw how I blur it out, maybe a little too much. But so I will take with me a little bit of blush and then I will use that. And my makeup looks refreshed, new, you know, it's just amazing. And I don't have to carry, obviously, the little balls. But that's a little trick I do. All right. So lastly, well, we talked about some lipsticks, but I do want to talk to you. Oh my God, did I not have it here with me? But it is the Clarins Gloss. That is lovely, lovely, lovely. I really enjoy it, and I can't believe I don't have it here with me. I'll list it down below. Here's the other Gwen Stephani, the lip gloss that I told you about, the lip matte. This is lovely color. The color is amazing, will long last. If you really want to showcase your lips, boom. But I don't have the Clarins. So the Clarins it comes with different colors. There's a new formula or a new coloring that came out. I usually just got the cherry. Keep looking for it to see if it shows up. But it's so lovely in the lips. It's so lovely. Usually after a shower, I would apply it and it just feels good. Maybe before going to bed, or just if you just want a little color and glossiness and warmth, and it's very lovely. And look, I have the Dior's. I have like, it sort of looks like this. Let's see. It sort of looks like this, but I'm talking about the Clarins. So I have the Dior's and I have other ones. I don't love it as much. That Clarins ones is lovely. I probably should write this down or rewatch the video so I remember to order that one. I'm almost done. It's almost finished, but really recommend that. The other one that is being a bestseller is this, and usually it's out of stock and things like that, is this Clarins. And Clinique, I'm sorry. And this one is, I'll write it down below because I can't read the color. very creamy, soft, beautiful, just color in the lips. So this is a favorite. I would really recommend it. And Eyebrow Gel. This is the Clear Gel Anastasia. Love this thing, love. You can't mess it up. You can apply it, like for example, now that I apply everything, I apply this on top. It sets everything in place. It won't let it move. It will make it long lasting. My eyebrows look better. So really recommend you the Clear Gel from Anastasia. It has no color. It would just do that. And last, just if you wanted me, 2 perfumes and glosses. I really recommend, obviously, the Patmograph lip glosses are favorite amongst everybody. They're one of the best. I also like the Charlotte Tilbury kind of this ones, which are kind of rosy glow. I'll list it down below, but Charlotte Tilbury has different kinds. I like this ones. They're plumpy, so they make your lips a little more plump. I like this ones. I like the, I have many. These are just mini that I have extra for my purse. These are the Patmograph. Probably you can get a set. She has sets of 3. I would recommend that if you want to try different colors. This is one of the favorites, the one I have here. Pale Fire Nectar. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And so perfumes, other perfumes. So I really enjoy the Lost Cherry from Tom Ford. Really, really enjoy this. Look at this. I love this red. So if you don't want the full bottle, this is sort of another option. It's just invigorating, lovely. I love this one. So Lost Cherry, I really recommend it. It's elegant, but active, but prompt, but youthful, but really like that one. And if you want a very a hint of activity in citruses, this is like you're biting on a nectarine. That's the feeling, and that's the invigoration part of it. This is Aqua Allegoria Mandarin Basilic. I have small because I have so many, but I really enjoy it. I really like it. You can see this is a lot for me. Yeah, well, it's new, but I really recommend this sort of invigorating. I don't know if it's not one of those the perfumes that you will wear for elegance and you just feel perfume, but for every day, you want to clean the house, you want to go for errands, you want to just invigorate yourself, or the room, or the environment, or it's just lovely. All right, I think we're done. Did we do it? Oh my God, this is great. Okay, so I think we're gonna end up with that. I gave you the lip glosses. I did mention at least one light lipstick, which was the the new Millennial. Very, very lovely. And I hope you enjoy this with me. Can't believe we did it. Please subscribe to my channel if you can, and please let me know, did you have any of these items? Do you like any of these items? Are you getting any of these items? And and let's enjoy this Sephora sale for spring 2022. So thank you very much for watching, and please ring the bell, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and see you next time. Bye bye.